Just give me one of these.
Soapy on the beat.
I don't know, since I started producing trap in like 2016, like, it just got kind of boring to me, because I knew how to make it all, right? Like, every time I listen to a trap song, I'm just like, oh, this is how they produced it, and I'm not focusing on how good the song is. I'm just like, I can be making something better, why aren't I popular? Like, I just listen to this trap shit, and all these producers are fucking lazy these days. In 2013, in 2015, like, it seemed like they were trying, like these producers, but now producers feel fucking lazy. I don't know.
On Dawn, I fell in love with his production style. I started listening to Waka, and I started listening to like Lex Luger beats that weren't typical Lex Luger beats, like stuff Wale would use. Then Lex Luger kind of fell off the face of the earth for a bit, and then he came back. I don't know. He is a big influence to me. His kid is pretty good. Even if he didn't put it together, like, the guy who put it together, like, knew his shit about Lex Luger, like, knows how he produces and whatnot. My favorite sound of all is the cowbells. Is like, yeah, I love Lex Luger kid. To show people my favorite beat that I ever made, I just gotta look for it. I believe it's called, it's this beat right here. Yeah, I always felt that this was the best thing I ever produced. It was really inspired by Suicide Year and his song, I Don't Care About Death Because I Smoke. It's a great song, and I just really tried to emulate what he was doing with this one. Kind of the same after that. Oh, fuck, I can't find the vocals for the... no wait, no, they're there.
In my head used to be such a curse. Since birth I was hurt, but the drugs made it work. Yeah, the drugs made it.
No wait, he made a video for another one, but this is the song he made after that.
They made it work. Made it work. Till I wasn't living in my own world. Got attached to one girl, made my mind swirl. Yeah, she made my mind swirl like a time world, like a time world, like a time world. Darkness sparked this harshness, life was scattered like that sparseness. Soul was taken, yeah, partness. I ain't falling, don't need no harness. I am going the farthest, you cannot charge this. Living the largest, now I'm plumbing apartments. Yeah. You wish you were part of this. Should've known from the start that I'ma go far. I'ma hit these stat charts with my soul and my heart. With my soul and my heart, they coming back to me when I feel this melody. Yeah.
Call me in some trouble, oh yeah. They call me in some trouble, it's some trouble, oh yeah. They call me in some trouble, oh yeah. They call me in some trouble, oh yeah. I ain't never had to settle, oh yeah. Can't wait this on my level, I got Soapy on the beat, oh yeah. So you know it's gonna bubble, I put work up in the streets, so you know that they gon' love it, oh yeah. They call me in some trouble, out of space and on this planet, so they feel me like the Hubble, and my atmosphere no fear, I'm connected like the other, oh yeah. They call me in some trouble, in trouble.
Bad speakers I use because when I'm mastering a song, I listen to it on the Rocket 5s, like the $900 speakers, but then what if I want to see if it sounds good on a worse speaker? I use a $50 speaker like the Edifiers. And the Edifiers are basically like a fucking car test without getting an MP3 and taking it into your car and listening to it. Like, you know, your car has two speakers up here, one left, one right, and it has like a sub in the trunk. It's like, you know, a lot of low speakers can give you a default car test without you getting into a car or even learning how to drive. Shit, I don't know how to drive. Shit. And it just really helped me because I would always have problems with my masters because people would be like, oh, you know, I listened to it in my car and the bass was too muddy and but then if you make it sound good on these low quality speakers, it'll sound great everywhere. Like, shit, I should probably get some even worse ones just to see how good I can. A&R and executive producers are important to an extent, especially A&R people, like, you know, the people who help you get your name out there, the people who help you get your shows, the people who help you develop as an artist. They're very essential. I would agree with that. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of these, you know, executive producer types, they just sit on the couch, you know, they just drink, get stoned, and they ask people to, you know, do all the dirty work for them. They're like, here, you know, you auto-tune this. Oh, put the drop here, like at the 50-second point so it sounds better. You know, have a pre-chorus right here, do the chorus at the start, do the chorus later in the song, like have a build-up right there, and da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, they're not really fucking, like, it just doesn't seem like they're doing anything. Like, I've heard so many, like, stories from, like, you know, interns, or not even interns, just people who are doing the bitch work for them, like the engineers and producers they have around. They're just like, yeah, all Rick Rubin did was, you know, sit around, you know, on his phone, like, not doing nothing, and being like, now do this one thing, and then I'm gonna make you do all my dirty work, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you know, it's actual producers. The guys you call, like, unworthy beat makers, who are, like, you know, at the absolute crust of the world society too. You just view them with such a negative light. I mean, they're the ones actually doing shit, you know, like, screw all of y'all at the top. I'm making my beats, I'm fucking engineering vocals, I'm doing everything myself. Like Lil Jon and Lil Wayne and Chris Brown and Big Sean and Drake and A$AP Rocky, or whoever else he puts on his albums, you know, any songs with them on it are gonna chart. Their fans, like, I mean, I'm not trying to call people sheep, but a lot of their fans, like, they do eat it up. You know, they're just like, oh, this new song that's like basically a Lil Wayne or Drake song, but it has DJ Khaled shouting at the start, so like, he's just not that important. He's just shouting DJ Khaled and "We the best music," and putting famous people together, knowing that, oh, two famous people's fan bases gonna come together and listen to their stuff. Like, it's not rocket science. They're not really doing nothing. If I had the connections to get, like, you know, a bunch of famous dudes on my song, I would. And it probably would do well. I mean, if they're saying stuff on it, shit. I mean, the clout I would get is nuts. I just try to forget everything exists for like 5-10 minutes. I just try to block out everything in the whole world and focus on creating, you know, one melody, one drum part. You know, just quick as that. Just thinking about nothing. And it's difficult. I have a lot of trouble doing that, but when I let go of everything, when I just clear my head, I can definitely make something good. But when I go back and try to redo them, I'm just like, the reason they worked so well was because, you know, younger me found a way to do his thing without truly knowing what he was doing. So when I go back and try to redo it, knowing what I'm doing, like, I'm just like, I can't recreate the magic of the song because, like, I have a clue of what to do now. The old me didn't. I just went in and did it, and I can't, like, go in and redo it. It's difficult. Like, I mean, it's worked successfly. I've gone back to old beats and remade them, and then when rappers hear them, they're just like, oh my god, this is fire as fuck. And I'm just like, well, I played you this beat a while ago and you weren't into it. I redid it, you hear it again, and, you know, you have fresh ears and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. Because I went back and redid it, but I ain't go front like I could go back to any old project and just, like, make it the greatest thing ever. Because, you know, the first time I did it, I probably did it as good as I could do it. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I mean, people do flop, and then people accept them back into the mainstream once they make something good. I mean, like, artists come and go, and I'm aware of my fame's expiration. Like, I'm aware that no one will care about me at a certain point, but, you know, yeah, like, important people do screw up. Like, think of all the one-hit wonders in the world that were important to people. Think of all the rappers you think flopped, all the classic rock musicians you think, you know, made an album that wasn't up to par. It's from August 4th, 2015. And I spent almost 7 hours working on it. There's so many fucking weird effects, like 2 multiband compressors, Maximus. FL Studio users will know that I just put the Fruity Love filter on that and didn't change the preset at all. Something where there was a lot of echo, like, dude, hear the reverb of this stuff. And she starts singing like a song in Spanish from like from when she was growing up. Like, she's bilingual, she knows English and Spanish, but I just, like, sampled it in this beat. And it's a new thing I made.
Soapy on the beat.
Maybe I don't want to show you this one. Maybe I want to show you one of the funnier ones. This song is being about too high to text and drive. It's about a teacher's assistant who, like, wants to break away from his job and invent an app, and the notifications are snaps and claps, like the samples I used in the song. I'll play the lyrics.
I am too high to text and drive. I am too high to text and drive. I protect pedestrian lives. I petition for lanes to bike. I am too high to text and drive. Don't care if TAs are on strike. I disavow from doubling back. I need an alternative map. Access granted, access granted, access. I have ideas for 3 apps. I have ideas for 4 apps. I have ideas for 5 apps.
The notifications are snaps and claps.
Snaps and claps. Snaps and snaps and claps. Snaps and claps. Snaps and snaps and claps. I am too high to text and drive.
And I was part of a dubstep trio for a bit, where this song is just like my friend Raquan and I called Zam. We made it back in 2016. It's one of my favorite ones I did, and mostly because of his production help. I mean, he did a crazy amount of shit to this track. Like, you know, that's his stuff. This is his stuff. Like, all the wave samples in this is like, it's mostly his stuff. I mean, he's a talented guy. I wish I worked with him more, but. Getting people to tell their stories over shit that I make. And even if they get beats off YouTube, even if they make the beats themselves and ask me to come over and record, I've had that happen too. Like, I'm just happy to work with them. I'm just happy to help them tell their stories. You know? That's how I feel about working with other people. It doesn't matter who they are. Like, the thing about hip-hop, you know, you just gotta come at it from your own angle. You don't have to be, you know, from the streets. You could be from anywhere and just tell your story, and if people identify with it, if you sound good, you can get popular and make some of your